What's up, everybody? This is the Amish Space Station. Boom. Right there. All right. We're about to get started in a couple minutes. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. We're about to get started. There is a couple things that I need to get off my chest, and I do need to let some people know. And I don't care who likes it or who doesn't like it, you know. I know there's always going to be people who don't like it, but it's not really about that anymore. It's about truth, and it's about the reality. It's not about feelings and emotion. This world is too emotionally driven to begin with. So sorry about the quality as well. I am not in my recording studio. So I'm actually at one of my desktops here. So hopefully the audio is okay. I'm getting the notification on here. It looks good. So let's see. I feel like I have to always say this often, and I hate having to say it all the time, but at the same time, I feel like it has to be said. I expose shills because shills have to be exposed properly. Okay. If you're trying to fight back against something, or you're trying to let people know the reality of any type of situation, it's very important to make sure that you explain to people why you do what you do. A lot of people say, Amish Space Station, why don't you leave these people alone? Why do you always have to judge other people? Why do you have to do this? Why do you have to do that? I'm not judging anyone. I'm not judging anyone. There is a simple what's right and what's wrong. You know what I mean? There is no other way to break that down. You know, it's either right or it's wrong. Simple, plain. If it's wrong, I'm going to call it out. If it's right, I'm still going to call it out. So let's get started. All right. So to start off this live stream, I want to show everybody this individual. This is Sam Tripoli, the tinfoil hat. He works with, he's like on like a comedy. He's a comedian. He does all this like tinfoil hat stuff. I'm sure people have heard of this guy. I'm sure you know this guy. You know, check this.
Mr. Callan, are you a lizard person?
Right there. That first line, are you a lizard person, shows me that this guy is a shill right away, instantly. I don't need to really know much other, you know, anything. Anybody talking about lizard people, you're done. You're already done. It sounds crazy. It sounds retarded. And we don't want to hear all that nonsense. But I'm calling this guy out on a different issue. He has done a recent live stream, and also I've been watching him for a while. It's not that I don't like this guy. It's that you know, I'm very, very careful when it comes to what he does and what he doesn't do. You know what I mean? And the things that he says, because there's some things that are hot topics. So if you're going to talk about medical, or you're going to talk about Q, which this guy talks about, if you're going to talk about these important topics that are shaping our lives, I am going to call you out if you're, you know, if you're off your rocker with some of them. So I'll explain why I'm angry with this guy here. On his live stream, he was talking about, he was actually talking about abortions. And what he said was, you know, everybody should have a right for abortions and blah, blah, blah. In his same breath, and I am going to put up the video so that you all see it. I'm gonna replay that short clip of what he says here. He says, everybody has a right to an abortion. Everybody has a right to this and that, you know, if they want to do it. And then in his next breath, he says, but I'm trying to look out for the children. And I want all of these satanic pedos to stay away from the children. But if you have an unborn baby in your stomach, you can kill that baby. So does anybody see the problem here? Does anybody see the issue with what I'm actually talking about here when it comes to some of these people? They talk out of both sides of their mouth and they're all hypocritical. And just so you know, Sam Tripoli is a Hollywood shill, okay? And constantly, I don't know if I can find any of his videos. He has millions and millions of views and things like that. You know, he's up there with Joe Rogan and them. Started a fight with what's the other guy's name? Right here. Joey Diaz. This guy is a huge Hollywood sodomite. Okay. He even sounds like Owen Benjamin. This guy has been everywhere. He's in Hollywood. He does some movies. He does a whole bunch of stuff. And he's pretending. He was even defending that other guy who got called out from Hollywood as being a pedo. And he's actually defending the guy. Sam Tripoli is not he's a very famous individual. Okay. He's a very, very famous individual. I have no desire to even go on his show and have a conversation with him. I don't ever plan on doing that. You know, this is him 6 years ago. You know what I mean? With Jason Ellis and stuff. This dude has been doing this for an extremely long time, and he is a straight Hollywood sodomite. I don't care what anybody says. That's what he is. All this abortion nonsense. The reason I'm bringing up abortion is because there's things that you are able to do in order to counteract that. And I just want to bring them up. Okay. So let's skip this for right now. This is emergency contraception. Do you understand? Emergency contraception, whether it's Plan B, whether you have to go to the hospital or anything, can be taken days later, okay? Days and days and days later. You got almost up to 5 days. If you're a female, you have almost up to 5 days. Say you're raped in some kind of a situation, you have up to 5 days in order to have emergency contraception to make sure that you can prevent an unwanted pregnancy, okay? Therefore, you're not endangering any lives, whether that's to children or anything under any of those type of situations. Hey, Travis Jones in the building. What's going on, man? Appreciate you guys coming in here. Parkway, what's going on? What's going on? I hope everybody is well. This world's getting way crazier than I ever thought it would be. This is pretty amazing if you ask me. Let me get back to it real quick. So when this little sodomite says it's okay for abortions and stuff, you know, pretending to be some kind of a truther, when he says that it's okay for abortions, he lets you know who he is. This is emergency contraception. You have almost 72 hours, I think, in order to make sure that you are not a period of time after sexual intercourse, stuff like that. You have a good amount of time. There is no excuse. I've seen a lot of women come up and say, oh, well, you know, what if you get raped? Well, you first off, you go to the hospital and make sure you get emergency contraception and also everything else. Okay, you try and press charges and make sure also that you're not hanging out with people and leading them on. Okay, women. So I'll leave that there. But anybody that supports the abortions, when I've already done live streams showing you how many abortions take place, and this dude literally says, okay, everybody can have an abortion, and that's fine. But I'm trying to look out for the kids. How does he talk? He goes, well, I'm trying to look out for the kids. I'm trying to look out for the kids, okay? I'm trying to keep them safe from the Hollywood pedos. You are one of the Hollywood pedos. What are you trying to keep them safe from? You're defending them. And this is not a knock to Eddie Bravo. Just so you guys know, Eddie Bravo is legit, okay? What do I mean by that? Eddie Bravo sticks to his guns regardless. He's been taking, so he says that he's been taking like a step back off some things out of the limelight a little bit. But Eddie Bravo has not said anything like that, ever. Therefore, he's good in my book, okay? He doesn't talk like that. It's not what Eddie Bravo is about. You know what I'm saying? I've never once heard him talk about abortions being perfectly fine. Abortions are not okay. I don't care who disagrees. You know what I mean? It's not about agreement or disagreement. It's about whether or not something is right and whether or not something is wrong. So I just wanted to say that. So this is the tinfoil hat comedy stuff. Sam Tripoli, Hollywood pedo, 100%. Anybody who don't know that, you really, really, really need to catch up. I wanted to also mention something about Biden real quick. This is Mag. I know a lot of people get upset sometimes. Mag's pretty hardcore. But Mag was talking about something about this guy. There is a little thing coming out of his arm, coming out of his sleeve on the presidential debate. So apparently he went up and he looked this up and he shows the video. I'm not going to show it here. But he says Biden's not human. I want to clarify this. What we're watching when we watch television, this was my problem with Richie from Boston. What we're watching is augmented reality. Do you all understand? ISS uses augmented reality, computer generated perceptual information, meaning it looks like it's real, but you're moving in real life in order to simulate something in virtual reality. Okay? It's augmented reality. Therefore, when you see different things on TV like this guy, okay, and the other guy, these people could have a form of augmented reality going on and everything else. And the reason why I got mad with Richie from Boston is because you guys remember that little tiny event that happened a long time ago where planes flew into some places and brought down these huge buildings. He doesn't like, Richie from Boston doesn't like people to say, hey, there was no planes. We have proof that there were no planes. You're watching computer-generated special effects. Because you were watching that in 2001, I do hope everybody's able to realize that you're watching augmented reality whenever you're looking at anything. Doesn't matter what it is. All of this, all of these debates, all of these other things. These people may be there, they may not be there. Who knows? This is all augmented reality. You're not going to get any truth out of any of these presidents or any of these people or any of these individuals out here. You're just not. So I'm trying to put that out there so that people can understand that there were no planes. It's very All right. Hey, let me know if I'm back, if you guys can hear me. Can everybody hear me? All right. Let me keep going. I think I fixed the issue. All right, Parkway. Thank you. Okay. So we should be good. Hopefully. Sorry about that. So it was just important for people to understand that there were no planes. That might be hard for people to understand right away if this is the first time that you've ever heard it, but it's important to understand that there is some other footage, and you find out where all the footage from that day in 2001. You find out where all the footage comes from, and it comes from film directors and different things like that. It was all edited. So this is augmented reality. Okay, augmented reality is what we see everywhere. So I just wanted to clarify that. But still, like I said, I love Mag. Mag kills it. You know what I mean? Anybody who questions the narrative, I think they're a good person regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to. You have to. I wanted to share this real quick. As a side note, in 2019, there were an estimated total of 1.4 million TB-related deaths from tuberculosis. So I just figured I would leave this big number right here for you. 1.4 million deaths. Anybody talking about what's happening right now? Doesn't matter to me. 1.4 million. This is what I say to all, I go into a place where I work and I'm like, somehow I hear people talking about situation happening right now. And one guy said, why don't you tell that to the 400, what do you say? Tell it to the 400,000 people who died from this virus. And I go, tell this to the 1.4 million people that died from TB, as well as there's a vaccine for TB. And 1.4 million people died in 2019 for this. We're done. Done. I didn't talk about the Capitol situation. Because this is all insanity and nonsense. I was so beside myself with the stupidity that I was seeing. So this is what it's going to be like. It looks like from now on. It looks like they're ramping up the censorship hardcore. So I don't really expect pretty soon for any truth to ever come across the internet at all. A lot of channels are just getting deleted, and Tier says they have pulled it means controlled by yeah. Pull it. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He did say to pull it. And it doesn't matter. No, I've seen a lot of people say to me, stop talking about 2001. Let it go. Get over it. It's like, first off, we have to talk about 2001 because that gives us our standpoint on where we are right now. What do you mean, stop talking about that event? Honestly, there's millions of people that actually died, okay, in different countries where our soldiers went over there killing. Oh, exactly. No, it doesn't matter. Sir says, remember, TB doesn't matter. It's not corona and it's not in the media. That's right. And that's the reason I bring it up, because as soon as you bring it up and you bring up those ridiculous numbers, it just shows how stupid the majority of people actually are. They can't realize things like that. They can't understand things like this. Their brain just doesn't work this way. Soon as I said this to a guy, he goes, no, that's not true. Let me look that up. And then he stopped talking and he kind of turned his head away a little bit. And that's where it's at. If you had told me years ago that America was this dumb, I would not have believed you. I mean, I know people are dumb. I know that. I'm aware of that. I know. But to this extent, they didn't even have to really hurt anybody. They didn't have to kill anybody to lock down the whole world. These people have as much power as, you know, it never stops. I wanted to do a quick shout out real quick. This is John Thor. Polymerase chain reaction creators on there. Of course, we got Dr. Vernon Coleman. Okay. We got Dr. Kerry Madej. Okay. He has a lot of Amanda Vollmer from yumnaturals.com. Yum Natural Emporium. She's hardcore. A lot of other doctors, and also possibly some damages and possibly some deaths. A lot of deaths happening from something. I don't know what it is, but there's been a lot of deaths happening from some stuff getting, put in different places. Here's Dr. Sam Bailey. This is John Thor. So you definitely might want to check this out. Okay. You got some Karens in here. Some information on masks and where you guys can go to really, really get some really good masks that actually can, stop all oxygen from coming in or out. A lot of information here. You guys are going to want this. This is how you want to stay safe from the big virus thing. You want to stay safe. Oh, I already did the video on this lady here. Some more Kerry Madej, doctor, because it matters whether or not you're a doctor. It's extremely important. So definitely check out John Thor. He is banned from YouTube. So I figured I'd shout him out on YouTube. Makes the most sense to me. I don't know. Last thing I wanted to talk about was this. These are two things, and this is super important. This is the reversing the burden of proof is a form of the argument from ignorance fallacy. Argument from ignorance, okay? Meaning because you don't know something, you're trying to form an argument on it. I'm not here to prove anything. This augmented reality situation, I don't have to show you how they do it. All I have to do is show you that they are doing it. I get this a lot with Globers. Whenever they're asking questions, they're like, well, you can't prove that this is this, and you can't prove that that's that, and the earth is this, and the earth is that. Listen, I don't have to prove it. I'm not here to prove what's going on over in NASA land. I'm not here to prove that. But the whole point is that is a burden of reversal. All right? Tier says, if you don't understand what happened on 9/11, then you know that they don't care about the people, because that is what they are doing every time. They only change the name. Yes. Yep. There's been nothing but these flags constantly. This thing's never, ever going to end. That's why I do, what I do. I normally talk to people and I tell people, in person more than online, because I just get so frustrated now that this is never going to change, and it's never going to go back to normal. I looked this up because I wanted to explain something. These are kings that were overthrown, killed, supposedly. Of course, you know how I feel about history. We don't really know what happened past 1860, 1870, so we're not going there. But this guy was supposedly killed by a straight arrow. Some of these people, some of these kings, queens, they were taken out and hung. You know what I'm saying? Secretly murdered in the castle. Henry, this bastard right there, looks like a female there. I don't know. Captured and murdered. See, these people learned that when they come out in the open and they do these things, the people got mad and there was a lot of uprising. This dude lasted 2 years. So when I see this augmented reality stuff like this, okay, I want you guys to check this video out. When I see this augmented reality stuff, I know these people are smart. They kept getting their heads chopped off and they kept getting killed. So now they hide, and they hide from the public. you're never going to see the real controllers of the world, okay? They send the other people out, and whether they're fake or not doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter. You got the orange Trump guy, okay? So these people have learned. They've learned now. After all these people have been overthrown and killed, you know what I mean? Beheaded in a public execution as a traitor to the English people. He lasted an election period 4 years. Or whatever. Successive civil wars, 1962. I mean, maybe that's not it. No, he lasted longer. He lasted a little bit longer. Sorry. I'm just skimming over this. I don't pay attention to these nonsensical fake creatures. But the whole point is that they've had their throne seized, and that's what the insurrection is about, to try and keep that from happening. They know how to, they say, look, we're not coming out in the public now. We're not coming right out, and we're not going to be leading the people right now. You know what I mean? We are going to have little other figureheads lead. That way we can control our reign, okay, from the shadows, and we're perfectly fine doing that. You see what I'm saying? They got smarter. Everybody still expects these people to come out, on their own. You know what I mean? They've gotten a lot smarter. They like their heads. You know what I'm saying? So, lastly, I want to talk about the fallacy of misplaced concretedness. A reification fallacy. Okay? An idea or a belief, a hypothetical construct, a notion, a thought inside of your head, and you're treating it as if it is real, concrete, physical. The error of treating something that is not concrete, such as an idea, as a concrete thing. Hey, this happened yesterday because I had a dream that it would happen. I had a dream about it happening, so it happened. This is what people do constantly, especially with the earth, because you think that you know something when in reality you don't. These are 2 really big fallacies, and that's why I wanted to mention them real quick. Burden of proof reversal and the reification, misplaced concretedness. This is what people use whenever they do a whole bunch of videos on me and diss me, which a lot of people have been doing lately. It's like, dude, I did not know that I was that big of a channel. I'm up to about 300 subs. So after I mentioned I was losing subs, I actually got more subs, everybody. So, never thought that I'd have 300. 300 is absolutely amazing. It's just insane. I'm pretty much the king of the world. But I've known that for a long time, as a lot of other channels would say. Anyway, I'm not going to keep anybody too long. Thank you guys for coming in and checking me out. Remember, tinfoil hat, comedy, Sam Tripoli, 100% chill, supports abortion, never mentions emergency contraception, never mentions being a responsible individual, being responsible. Okay? Being responsible. Nobody wants responsibility anymore. He believes in protecting the children and also destroying the children, especially the unborn ones. And even if it's just once, doesn't matter. That's not the point. Point is how can you say you're protecting children and you say you're okay with abortion? He is a Q pusher, in which we all know that Q has now blended all of their people, okay, into us. And now we're dealing with a lot of censorship. They're even talking about being able to sue now based on the content that you put up on YouTube. So depending on what I put up, there is possibility I can be sued or have charges brought against me. Because YouTube can be charged for the content on their platform. But they were acting like they could be charged from that content from the beginning, when there's rules set into place that does not hold YouTube accountable for the nonsense lizard people crap that people like Sam Tripoli puts on their platforms. But I digress. Doesn't really matter, does it? See the issue? Absolute insanity. But this is what you get from these people. They're all double speaking, contradiction. This is what they do. This is what he does. So I do hope nobody's listening to this Q-tard. Okay? He is a Q pusher. He is one of the ones who is responsible for all the idiots that were so gullible that they thought they should go to the Capitol. When the problem is the information that we're getting. If you understand what I'm saying. If somebody out there were to stop the information, then what? Here's his little third eye. Third eye symbolism. All that. Claims to be a truther. He's not a truther. I don't like Sam Tripoli. He is a fake shill. Always will be. Anyway. Oh, yeah. It's here. That 100%. He is the opposition. He is controlled. He has been in every aspect of Hollywood. He was even defending his friend who was just called out as a child abuser. And he was defending his friend, saying that you guys need to stop making fun of this guy. And I know this guy. This guy's a good guy. And I know this guy says that there's no pedo issues in Hollywood, but that's because he doesn't know. No. Any guy who says there's not an issue in Hollywood, when there's been how many Hollywood comedians coming out like Elijah Wood, Lord of the Rings, he says there's an issue. You understand what I'm saying? So how many more does it take? I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this, of course. Oh, right here. Elijah Wood says there's a major pedo issue in Hollywood. Right here. Whole bunch of different reports. It just, who cares? Who cares, right? Corey Feldman claims that there's another dirty secret in Hollywood too. I mean, who cares, right? Who cares? Some of these people have been talking about this for an extremely long time. This is the Washington Post. This is the Washington Post. That's why I say they've already told you. They've told everybody. They've told everybody. Woody Allen's adopted daughter says that he did this and did that. Who cares? You can't make an accusation anymore. You can't. He's one of them. Who cares, right? Isn't that the way that works? Here's one of the evil individuals, Oprah, right here, slamming all these rumors and stuff. She went to court. There's court cases on her, okay, because of her schools over in overseas, I believe in Africa, because children were actually going missing. We're done. We're done. Hey, Benjamin, what's going on? Hey, I still got to get back with you, dude. I got to get back with some of you guys. I'm sorry. I have been extremely stressed out lately. I've been working on a couple other projects too, but I've been really stressed out lately, and I've taken like a step off of being online because I just can't believe people are this stupid. So I'm having a little bit of issues with some family members because I'm trying to give them some information, because I told them, I said, I'm operating right now as if most of my family is going to be wiped out in a few more weeks, because they're going to get some stuff that hasn't been properly tested right or vetted correctly. Okay. And they're going to get sick. Okay. And whether this is in a couple of months to a couple of years, I need to prepare to see what my contingency is when they're no longer here, because that is how insane the world is actually, at this point. I have to operate under the you know, under the system of operation of thinking that these people are not going to be here anymore. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know what I mean? But I am going to get back with you guys. I still got your emails lined up. I'm going to get right back with you guys soon. You know, trying to get pulled out of this haze of this nonsense that they keep pushing. This is what they continue to keep pushing nonstop. All the people at the Capitol and stuff are now tweeting, and nobody is censoring those tweets now. You know, you got these individuals pretending to be men when they're women. Okay. California, this here investigation. There is no investigation happening. You got all that going on. You got that baseball guy who just died recently after he received his protection. That's what I call it. I call it protection. It kills you. Right here, you got animals now that can somehow sniff out sickness. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much more. You know what I mean? Oh, we got this too. This stuff's extremely important. And I think people need to make sure they understand this. Okay. I love JoJo Siwa. And JoJo Siwa is, oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm so happy JoJo Siwa has come out now. And they've joined my community here for our activism, you know, because we're getting abused and I don't know. It's a lot of stuff happening to us in the LGBTQ community. So I'm happy that we got another fighter here. And, you know, this dancer is going to fight for us. And notice how I said that. I didn't say he and I didn't say she. And it's not because I don't know. I'm just saying that this person, JoJo Siwa, is now a member with us for freedom and power and destroying the family unit and also dissolving the genders like they should be. We all, you know, love Aleister Crowley and all of that. He explains everything perfectly. And these people, the Bureau of Investigation, they have found the missing children, right? This is why I got offline. This is what it is constantly, this nonsense. They put this in the same line. They're going to begin this while they're investigating deaths. See what I'm saying? Does that make sense? They're beginning more vaxes while they investigate the deaths. 57,000. 57,000 in a year. Only 57,000. And people say that, you know, I'm loaded with hate speech. Why is that? Is that because I want to see more in order to warrant the situation we have right now? Of course it's hate speech, right? Hey, wow, man, what's going on? Oh, yeah, speed does kill. It says, tell me about it. Oh, yeah, it's hell out there, man. It is. 100%. I've never seen things the way they are right now. I've never seen, I mean, we honestly, 20, maybe 15 to 20 years from now, 10 years from now, can you all imagine? I mean, if I have to go to the hospital, I know that the person who's going to be one of the nurses inside of the hospital doesn't even care one lick. I mean, they're literally going to be on their phones, like on their phones, in their phone, made with their phone, fused with their phone. They'll be up here taking my blood, right? They'll be taking my blood while their Neuralink is, you know, while they're watching things online in their brain. You know what I mean? Like that's where we're at. You know what I mean? People are going to end up dying because people are going to forget to go check on them. Okay? They're killing people now, but people are going to be dying because people are going to forget to even go check on them. That's how crazy it's going to get. Seriously, brainwashed people don't care about the facts anymore. They just see what is right and what is wrong. When the military crush them, they will understand, but not before. Oh, I know. And they don't understand the military is here to control you. Every single person in the military, every single veteran, you're all traitors to America. You're traitors. You are traitors. And that is exactly what the military is for. The military is for you. The military is not to fight some fake power overseas. I have no problem with Chinese people. They don't have a problem with me either, I'm sure. Okay? The problem is that they want to, the controllers need a war. They need a depopulation. So that means China is not on our side, right? Not because they don't like us. It's because of just what you said. The military will take orders, and their orders are unconstitutional. Even ours is what I'm talking about, but I mean both in general. Unlawful, unconstitutional, doesn't matter. They take orders. The orders are shut the Capitol down, open up the Capitol. Who knows, right? Oh, also real quick, you guys, I don't know if I can talk about this. Hold on. Wildman says that the Abraham Peace Accord coin shows the great sword given to the beast. I haven't seen that. I got to check that out. Wanted to tell you guys something about this. This is big. I can't bring it up. I can't bring it up here. How do you spell it? Ashley Babbitt. That's it. Ashley Babbitt. This is the one that was supposedly shot at the Capitol. I need to explain something to you guys real quick. I don't know. Nobody's talking about this. I haven't seen one channel talk about this. Okay? Check it out. I can't bring it up on YouTube. But if you watch the video footage of Ashley Babbitt getting shot from somebody through the glass, around the glass, through the doors, okay? Next to Ashley Babbitt laying on the ground is a military guy dressed kind of like this a little bit, and he has like an M4 in his hand. And the guy goes, shots were fired, and then they got down on the ground. She already fell and hit the ground, and everybody said, shots fired, get down. And then about 10 seconds later, but nobody mentioned that there was a guy standing idly by inside the Capitol with a gun right in the video, standing next to her on the ground. Nobody even mentioned that. I don't know why, but I had to mention that. Yeah, I know. I've seen all that. I have no idea. I can't tell whether or not somebody was. I seen the video of her getting shot, and it does look real to me. And like Wildman says, blood sacrificing. They will kill people. They have no problem killing people. You got to understand. They'll say, "Hey, we were going to pay you to come here and do this," and then they'll blow it up. Okay, so it really doesn't pay for anybody to be up here, supporting these particular type of people, because you're not on their side. Okay. When you say, hey, I want to be bad, or I want to do evil, or I'm going to join the dark side, you're not on their side. You don't make enough money, and you don't get enough children to be on their side. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. They send in these crisis actors. They'll do anything, right? And then they will shoot them. Okay? They'll do it. Am I saying I know 100% sure? No, I don't. The point of it is that there was a guy standing next to her. There were security guys in there with guns, letting her climb up over the door, trying to get into the building when they shot her. So if you look at the footage, is what I'm saying. It doesn't even matter whether they're actually acting, whether it's fake or any of that. The whole point is that they're showing that there was security there with guns, possibly military. I just watched it. I watched it a few times, and I zoomed in on it, and I had to, but like I said, I couldn't tell, it looked like she was shot. Okay. I'm going to put it to you like that. It really, really looked like she was shot. Okay. Where was she shot? I don't know. They didn't unzip her, and they didn't, they acted like retards. And it's like, it's like somebody gets shot and somebody's laying there bleeding out, and they're like, Alex Jones said, hey, is she okay? Should we duck? What's going on? So yeah, meanwhile, somebody's laying there dead, bleeding out, and they're not even unzipping her to even find out where she was even hit. Okay. But did it look real to me? Her getting shot? Yeah, it did. It did look real. So are there fake events? Yes, there's fake events in which people do actually get killed in these fake events. Okay. Sorry about the phone. I'm trying to silence it. So that's pretty much all I wanted to cover here. But if you guys get a chance, see if you can actually look up the video, and viewer discretion, of course. I mean, that's if you want to, if it matters to you, or you can just take my word for it. But yeah, it does look like to me that she actually did get shot. And it looked like she hit the ground very, very hard too. There's a lot of things that can kind of make something real versus making it fake. Are there real things that happen out here? Yeah, there are. Are there fake things? Yeah. You know what I mean? But whole point is, I looked at the video, and the video kind of looked like she got shot. What I'm saying is that there was armed guards didn't kind of look like the material he has on his body and stuff, but it was, he looked military. And there was two guys standing sideways, letting people just bang on the doors. And then there was some scared guys not showing their faces, covering up with masks. And they had guns out aiming at the protesters inside this Capitol right here. So, I'm sure you guys, there's, like I said, this is what happens. This is how the fall of America actually is going to get rolled out. You know what I mean? So we already know, we know this. I'm just saying there was armed security that was sitting there, and they're right in the footage. So you guys get a chance to check it out. Definitely check it out. I think it's worth seeing. And, you hate to have to watch things like that, whether they're real or not. It's just, you have to. And that's kind of where I'm at. I have to watch all of these ridiculous events and evilness, you know what I mean? And wickedness. I have to watch this in order to know the reality of our world. Meanwhile, you get to watch fake stuff on the news. You get to watch cartoons all day on the news. And then the people who do all the research have to watch a whole bunch of people, getting exploded and everything else. You know what I mean? And getting injured and murdered in order to tell whether something really happened and who did it, because there's only one person looking out for you, and that's you. And that's only if you got your own mind. As soon as you give other people control over your mind, you're not even looking out for yourself at that point, So I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know which direction this looks like it's going to be going, but there's a lot of laws that are being passed right now. And people are getting in trouble. Also like banks and things, people's bank accounts are getting shut down. So I actually had to move. If you walk into a bank over in the UK right now, you will, without a mask, they can close your account and keep your money. So I think that's where it's getting. Halifax Bank manager closing bank accounts for wearing no masks. A whole bunch of people. I went through all these. NatWest closes customers' bank accounts during the pandemic. Like, that's going to help. Froze my account, threatening to close it. That was a year ago. I'm looking for some. This guy here. Is this the guy? This has changed a little bit since I looked at it. I normally have this stuff already pulled up and vetted, but they are doing it though. I don't know if I can find it. You got to look it up. You guys have to look up some of the like I said, they bury this crap. As soon as people come out and they try to explain what's going on, that stuff just starts getting, I said that I get Investing in Healthy Food by CNN. So that's not what I'm talking about. Bank accounts closing, whatever. But here's the manager. Here's a video of it right here. Due to disability. So even if you have an exemption, or a disability, but apparently people are launching some lawsuits. So, and they're winning. So, because even though these businesses can, it's still discrimination. It's like saying, hey, you're Asian or white or black, you're not allowed to come in my store. It's still discrimination. They might have a right to do that, but however, it's like somebody who breaks into your home at night. You can get sued if you kill them for breaking into your home with a gun, trying to rob you, putting your life and your family's life in danger, and you defend yourself, and you can go to jail for that. You can lose your house. You can get in trouble for hurting someone, even in defense. So you can do this on your stores if you want to and say, hey, you have to wear this and wear that. However, it is a form of discrimination, and that's the problem here. And you can sue on those type of grounds. So this is the situation happening over in the UK, and it is coming here. Whether anybody wants to believe that or not, it is coming here. So definitely wanted to say that. So yeah. I mean, they'll shut down and close your bank account and keep your money. So from what I do, I got a couple business accounts and stuff, and I've been making a few different decisions with my money. My debt notes and my fiat currency. So I've been making some other decisions, and I think everybody else should too. But I think it's important for people to know. That was just something I came across. So never did I think that it's okay for a bank to close their account. Close your account and keep your money. I didn't know that they could actually do that, but they do whatever they want. So I learned something. So anyway, just to recap real quick, John Thor, you want to know what's going on? John Thor, look him up on BitChute. Okay. Augmented reality. Stuff we're seeing on TV is augmented reality. Hank Aaron, right here, getting the shot, by the way. And Hank Aaron he died January 22nd at age 86. January 22nd. Today is the 24th. And here he is, right here. So, but trust me, the Moderna vaccine is safe. And people need to stop being like huge conspiracy theorists and stuff. Listen, the vaccine is safe. Okay? Trust me. I know what's better for you than you do. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for taking the time to check me out and stuff. Remember also, real quick, Sam Tripoli, I took it off. Sam Tripoli, 100% show. Don't waste your time listening at that lizard person. That's what I'm going to call him. He's a lizard person. He's the only person that cares about lizard people. Hey, Benjamin says, Bitcoin. Are you a fan of? No. I don't invest in any Bitcoin either. Bitcoin is 100% controlled as well. Bitcoin is something else, dude. Yeah, I have a library account. So I am at Amish Space Station on Library, and all the other, I haven't uploaded to those channels in a little bit, but I got a steady stream of content that I want to keep putting up on some of those channels. But those are my uncensored channels. I have a website, amishspacestation.com, but it's under construction, and I don't think I'm even going to launch it. I don't think I'm going to launch it yet. You know what I mean? I don't see a, I got to get on a path, continuing to do videos almost on a daily basis, even a weekly basis. I got to have like a live show and a video documentary every single week at least. You know what I'm saying? And until I get there at that point and that level, I don't even know if I actually want to open up the website. But yeah, I am paying for it, and it's on hold. Yeah, I don't know enough about Bitcoin. though, Benjamin. I'm not 100% sure, man. I don't know enough about it. There's a lot of people who are really, decent truthers, like Wakey Wakey. Shout out to Wakey Wakey. If you guys don't know Wakey Wakey, Wakey Wakey has been banned from YouTube Wakey Wakey has been deleted from YouTube. Wakey Wakey is gone, it looks like. Crap. That's so upsetting. So, yeah, I can't. I guess he's gone. Let me search like this, just to be sure. Actually, I don't think I can. Why is this not working? Retard Earth. Wakey Wakey or Wacko Wacko. Can't believe people have the audacity to even try and go against him. Here's Wakey Wakey is what it looks like. So he's gone. His name's Mark Knight. This is where you'll find him in library. So definitely hopefully he's not completely gone. Dude, what's going on? Here's his library, a link to his library. I don't know. He's definitely on library, I know. But I thought he was on BitChute also. I'm pretty sure he was on BitChute. I don't know. Yeah, he talks about Bitcoin though. Yeah, and library's good. I'm on there. I'm going to be uploading a lot of the others. Like I'm using my library account as a stock account. It's going to be an archive. So I'm putting up a whole bunch of Truth Unveiled stuff on there, and I'm putting up all his documentaries that are really good as far as like Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Jesus Christ, all that. I'm putting all that stuff up on there. You know what I mean? Because that's the really, really important stuff that I think people need to make sure they get out of. Get out of religion. Religion is man-made and it is fake. But yeah, Bitcoin, I mean, it is what it is. I don't really make money doing this, so it's not necessarily for that. But Bitcoin, I never understood it. It's just it doesn't seem real to me. You know what I mean, Benjamin? So I don't know. I don't know what Bitcoin is. I understand the money situation. The digital money is money being turned into digital. So what you do is you get a number in your bank account when you give money to the bank. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know what Bitcoin is though. I don't know where it actually comes from. So that's that. But I think a lot of people have fallen for the Bitcoin. So that's the only thing. I don't, somebody wanted to pay me in Bitcoin, I would not take it. You want to buy my car, you better have dollars or something, you can't buy it in Bitcoin. So anyway, thank you guys for taking the time to on this Helios Day, Sunday, for sun worship, taking the time to check me out on here. I'm trying to actually do some streams at 4 p.m. Eastern time, 4 to 4:10, 4:15, possibly 4:30, right around that time on through the week. So I don't know if you guys I don't know where you guys are from. So exactly, you can't hold it in your hand. It's not, it's completely digital. I don't know how to even spend Bitcoin. Somebody actually asked me to make a transaction with them. They said that they only take Bitcoin. I'm like, well, how do I, because it's some kind of cryptocurrency, like you can't track it or something. I'm like, well, how do I turn my money into Bitcoin in the first place? Like, I got to jump through hoops to buy your product. It's not happening. It's not happening. You don't take my card. All right. Cool. However, we're not doing that little shot thing where, you got to have this in order to buy. I'm not on board with any of that, but I am, as far as the currency that is currency right now needs to be the current, you know what I mean? I'm not anything new. So I'm not 100% sure about Bitcoin. I wouldn't go for it. I've seen documentaries on it where people have linked it to a lot of different things. The patent from Bill Gates, I might do a live stream on it, but I got to look it up. So I'm just spewing off the top here. But there's a patent from Bill Gates that actually includes cryptocurrency. So he has his hand in that. It's theirs. Just like the dark web, it's theirs. It's not a platform. You know, they are the ones who offer the Tor browser for you to get on the dark web. The dark web is theirs. It is not an uncensored internet. That's not what it is. It's not what it is. It's all a trap and it's all a net. It's all a web. So thank you guys for coming in and checking me out. 4 o'clock Eastern time is probably going to be one of my normal times for getting on. I'm going to check and see how many people are on. And but if any of you have different time frames, feel free to leave comments, and you know, I might be able to work something out better. You know what I mean? Because only reason I do it is because you guys are on here and I get to talk to you. Otherwise, I probably would do very short shows and very far and few in between. So appreciate you guys taking time out of your days to come over and check me out. So until then, everybody just keep your eyes out, and I am going to put up a couple videos too. I had a little real quick. I'll tell you, I had a little incident, and some of my electronics got completely fried. Spilled a whole bunch of liquid all over the place on a couple computers and a little bit other electronic on my cell phone, a couple other things. This happened a few weeks ago, and I guess I'll just, you know, I got a lot of software on these computers and stuff, and it really takes an extremely long time to put all the software and all the other stuff back on here. I mean, I need all of this software from After Effects to Premiere to Vegas, to, you know, I mean, it's annoying. It's annoying, and it takes a long time to install this crap. So I'll get to it though. I'll get to it. But until then, just keep your eyes open. If anything comes up, anything more, of course, I'll come right in and make a video on it if it really demands attention right away. But yeah, just keep the TV turned off. And I recommend John Thor to all your family members who want to go and take things that haven't been properly tested. And I mean, you know, you don't really want people to die, and you don't want people to get sick, and it's down to the wire. And all you can do, you know, this guy has it up here perfectly. All you can do is show them, you know. I think just this 1 50-minute video should be enough to wake people up. And if they can't, then I don't know what else to say. You know, if they can't wake up from that, I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of really bad things are going to be happening with people if they don't wake up out of the slumber that they're in right now. This is a bad precedent for what's going to happen, you know, in the future. So thank you guys for coming in here. Just keep your eyes open, and, you know, be prepared. Make sure you got food. Make sure you got water. And you know what I mean? All that stuff. You got to have it. You know what I mean? So I'm out. I'll see you guys later.